Gypsies. We finished up our merchandising makeover and want to just show you what we've been able to do in just a couple of hours. What we've done here is we've created a 2-foot end cap, and we really wanted to make the focus on this, the bindery punch. So we want to give people a lot of different options for ways to buy into the bindery system. So first and foremost, we've got the bindery punch demo here, and we've done just kind of a fun, funky, creative way to display it. Doesn't take much time at all. We just found an old frame that was in a thrift store and quickly covered it with Mod Podge and patterned an old pattern, and then took a book and just wrapped it around a couple of these posts that go into the grid wall, and we were able to just create a little shelf with that we'll set the bindery punch on. We've also got a project sample of the little 5x5 kit that comes packaged with the bindery punch, so people have an idea of what they can do with that little kit. And then we created a fun swatch book for people that we just hang with the bindery punch that goes through and shows all of the different materials that the bindery punch can punch through, so people know what they're getting when they purchase this. So we've tried a lot of different things here. We've got fabric, we've got 10 sheets of cardstock, metal, all kinds of stuff, and we wanted to show what the bindery punch can do. So we've got that hanging here as well. But you'll also notice that what we've tried to do is merchandise around a sample. And this has been a really effective way to sell, as everybody knows, is to have a sample hanging in the section. And we've just got this kind of fun little inclusions journal that we made using different 7gypsies products and papers and gaffer's tape and all kinds of things. And what we've done is hung that next to the product that it supports. So these are the products that are used to create that book. And then moving down here to the table, we've always liked the ability to do flea market style merchandising. And flea market just simply means that we're opening up some of these packages and dumping the product so that it's sold loose, so people can buy 1 or 2 of these instead of an entire package. What we've done here is we've adopted 2 of our favorite concepts. 1, merchandising around a sample, and 2, flea market style. So we've got this little paper bag album that we've created that's really simple and really fun bindery project. You can see basically just mount your photos to these little index tabs here, and then they slide into paper bags. So what we've done is we've opened up everything that you need to make this album. So we've got the paper bags that we're selling loose here, we've got the binding rings, we've got the little dangles that go on there, excuse me, and we've got the little index tabs. And then what we've done here is just created a little sign that spells out how to make the project. So it just tells people to take their paper bags, pick their binding rings, and basic instructions for putting together a little paper bag album. Okay, so just giving people some ideas for how to work with the product. All right, one last fun little funky thing we've done here is just taken the 7gypsies sign and we've junked it up a little bit with just some finds that we found at the thrift store. All in all, I think for this entire display, the entire section, we spent about $15 on odds and ends at a local thrift store. So moving into the 4-foot section, what we've decided to do here is focus one half of it on bindery and bookbinding, and the other half on the ATC and photo display, or excuse me, ATC and photo carousel items, because these are 2 big programs within 7gypsies. So if we go to the bookbinding section, you'll notice across the top here we have a sample, and we chose to do one of the board kits. 1, because it fits so perfectly in that 4-foot section, and 2, because if you look at these in just the package, it's kind of a difficult sell, and most people aren't going to be sure what to do with those board kits. So we've just designated this little section as bookbinding, and one of the things we really like to do is up here on one of our pieces of ephemera, we've just taken and stamped the word notes, and then we've given some suggestive selling there. So these board kits, we're just telling them they work well with these small binding rings or ribbon. So you'll notice as we merchandise this, we've got the board kits, we've got rings that you're going to be binding those with, we've got some hardware elements that you can add to your books, and then we also have ribbon here because you can merchandise, or excuse me, you can bind your projects with ribbon as well. Then we've taken and just done kind of a fun little sample here as well. This is an 8x8 art journal, and it's made using just the 8x8 book board and all of our 8x8 products. And we've just taken that and hung it on just your standard wooden hanger. We've covered it with gaffer's tape and done some stamping and stickers on it. And that can just hang really easily here. And then you'll notice all the supporting product here. So the 8x8 packs, the 8x8 scrapbook set, and then we've got the board book and cream index. So now it's easy for people to see all of these things hung together. They start to make the connection that those products are going to go together well in a project. And of course we have the binder punch featured right in the middle. Then moving on to the ATC and photo carousel products, we definitely wanted a sample here of the photo carousel because someone that's new to this concept may not understand what this is just looking at the box or even looking at the product in its packages. So it's really important here that we had some sort of sample illustrating all these different products in use. But you can see what we've chosen to do is group these products together so people understand that, hey, these all coordinate together. These are nice little sized stickers that are going to work on this smaller artwork. And then these are some hardware accessories that can also be used on those little ATC products. And then finally, some ATC stamps. So by grouping all of this together, we're letting people know, hey, all of these products are coordinating and this is what you need to do an entire project. So moving around here to the other side, what we've chosen to do with this end cap is basically give people some hardware to further embellish their projects with, and then some stickers because these are such good sellers for us. We always want to get some stickers up there because they're easy to use and they're fun. But this is also taking advantage of some of our discounted products. So this is a fun way to merchandise when you're taking advantage of those sell items or the discontinued items and you're not sure how to make sense of them all. We grouped together the hardware items. This particular store had a lot of the wax, and so we wanted to capitalize on that and make sure that we put the wax pot with the wax seals so people understood that. And then again, just grouping hardware items together, stickers are together, and then all of the alterable products. So these are really fun items to alter, and we've chosen to put all of those together. So that kind of gives you a basic idea of where we went with the merchandising. We definitely want to pick a program, which would be the ATC photo carousel or the bindery punch, and make sure that we're surrounding that entire product with all of the supporting products so people really understand what it's for and what the products are designed to be used for. So one last thing that we find works really, really well with the bindery punch, because we know that people like to get it out of the package to use it, is to have a demo punch up at the register. So what we've done here is just taken one of the bindery punches out of the package. We've loaded it with batteries. We've got a little sticker on here that says try me. We want everyone to try it. And then we've got a little thing of bookboard here for people to grab a piece of bookboard and put it into the punch and give it a try. We also just attached a little tag that gives some basic instructions for using the bindery punch so people know that, hey, they are welcome to use it and these are the types of things that it goes through. But the most important part of this entire display are the people standing behind the counter. So educating your sales team on how to demo this punch and make sure that they're suggesting that as everybody comes up to the cash register, especially if they're waiting in line. This is something fun that they can try and that they can do. One of the other ideas here is that instead of just having bookboard, you could have a little box full of different types of materials. You could have fabric, bookboard, chipboard, papers, cardstock, all kinds of things there that people can just pick up and stick into the punch and play with. So we hope that gives you some good ideas for merchandising, and we look forward to seeing what you can